Hello, YouTube friends on the other side of the screen. My name is Diaz, and I am super excited that I finally made it to open my YouTube channel. Yes, after many years of thinking, after many years of not deciding how to do it and what to say, what not to say, well, I finally decided the time has come, and I am super happy to be here. My Ghost Out, Talk to Mr. Diaz, which is the name of my channel, is an open space where you or me will be able to start honest conversations, where we be able to open up deep and meaningful dialogues. Why am I naming my channel like this? Well, I am comparing our traumas with ghosts, and I am deeply passionate about both. I love horror movies, horror shows, but then on the other side, I am very passionate about people, their motivation to do things the way they do it, and why they react the way they do, and how to solve, how to go dig deep inside and find out what is it that is affecting us, and how can we solve it and be free of that. I think they are very similar in many senses, in many ways. Number one, because both of them are hidden deep inside, and they both refuse to the idea of leaving us alone, or setting us free. They want to stay there, even though they know they don't belong in there. Both of them make us react in ways that we don't really want to react. And I don't know if you found yourself in this position when you look back in time, you wonder, why did I react that way? I don't want to be like this, but there's nothing I can do. That's the way I am. Well, that's probably a sign that there are some ghosts hidden inside there. They both make us someone that we really are not. They make us someone that we don't want to be. So every time that I talk in this space about ghosts, I'll be talking about, as I said before, I'll be talking about our traumas. If you are one of those persons out there that feel that you don't need to work on anything in yourself, if you are 100% happy with who you are right now and how you react in life, maybe this channel may not be for you. But if you're one of those, where I am included, that feels that there is something inside that is not letting you be 100% who you want to be, if there's something that is bothering you inside and you are trying to fight but you are struggling with it, then we may together work something out. That may go from I hate who I am to I love who I am, but I am not being able to get to where I want to go or be who I fully want to be. If that is the case, any of those cases, I am here for you to help you, because I was once there, and I want to work it out together with you. So stay connected, stay tuned. I'll see you back like in 10 seconds after the intro. I'm back. I am back. And that is great that you made it. It's great that you're still here with me. That is amazing. We need to work it out together. The lamp and the chair were, that was me. That was me moving it. And I told you since the beginning, I am not dealing with real ghosts, okay? I'm dealing with other type. The ones that are here. I'm sorry if I disappointed you with it. That would have been cool. There were ghosts in my studio, but there is not. There are others in here. And those, I think, sometimes are even worse. If you stayed, no shame. Come on. That's what we are here for. Let's talk. Accepting that your heart, your mind, that your thoughts, that your emotions are being haunted by a ghost that needs to be exorcised, hey, that is the first step to freedom. That is the first step to being who you really are. I want to know which are those ghosts that are haunting you right now. Just let me know in the comments down below. I really want to know, are those dark experiences from your childhood, or are those perhaps lack of forgiveness when someone hurts you, or broken relationships, grieving for a lost friend or a lost family member? Um, is that guilt? Any other? Perhaps all of the above? Just let me know. Let me know. I'm really interested in knowing what those are. I will let you know a little bit about mine in a few minutes. But as of right now, I just want to know about you, because I want to help you to be free to completely love everyone. I want you to be free to be who you really are. I want you to be free of those ghosts so that you can learn the power of forgiveness and the power of asking for forgiveness as well. I want you to be free to say I am sorry, and not have this unhealthy pride that sometimes is really killing us inside. I want you to be free to look in the mirror and say I am happy with what I see. Not perhaps not what you physically see, but what you see in your soul, deep inside. Is that the case? Listen, girl. Listen, boy. We need to talk. The reality is that from the guy that is begging for some change at the traffic light, to every celebrity and famous people that you may see on TV, we are all dealing with our ghosts. And you will be surprised what other people are dealing with. The problem is that sometimes we don't know how to deal with them so that we can be free. The problem is that sometimes we are a little bit afraid of doing it because it's a very bad battle. It's scary, and I understand. I've been there. The problem sometimes could be as well that there is some of us that don't really care about those ghosts, and they go living life no matter what happens. But the same way, if you are one of those that really cares about what's happening with you, the same way that real ghosts need to be exorcised, and there is a ritual that usually is a priest that performs that ritual, and that priest needs a team uh, to do the ceremony of exorcism. Well, the same way our ghosts or our traumas, they need to be in a very conscious way, in a very organized way, in a very intentional way. They need to be treated. They need to be attacked, to say in a way that may sound like aggressive enough to explain that if you let it just happen, to see how it ends up being, well, you won't have any good results. Um, I will be uploading one video every Monday morning. In every video, I will be treating a different ghost. I will be very attentive to any comment and any ghost that you ask me to talk about. If it's true that it will be a little bit difficult to talk about every ghost that you guys mention, because it's just one of me, maybe many of you. What I will be doing is I will be grouping them, and when we have a certain number of people asking for the same type of ghost, we may just upload one video talking about it. I will be in every video. I will start it with one of my many ghosts that I've been able, even those that I've been able to overcome, those that I am in the present fighting against, and also those that I know that are there but I haven't started fighting yet. In my case, as you will see in my future videos, it was not one, two, three, eight, nine, 10 ghosts. I am talking about a very difficult childhood that left tons of ghosts inside me. And I'll be openly sharing that. I'm not ashamed of doing that. I will be showing you that it's my life is a real proof, it's a living proof that it is possible. You can be free. As this is my introductory video, I would like to make it as short as possible. So I have just two things left to tell you. First, I'll let you know how you can identify if there is any ghost that is haunting you. Number two, I would like to give you an example of one of my many childhood ghosts that haunted me for a long time. How I found out, what I did, what it took from me to finally be free of it. Well, as I said, you need to understand there is a difference between who you really are, the core of your essence, and what you are being due to the influence of any of the ghosts that we've mentioned before. Uh, to find out if you are being haunted, well, you need to ask yourself questions like, am I happy who I am right now? Am I happy with the way I react when someone is confronting me or when I am being criticized? Am I bothered with other people's successes? Am I bothered when I find people being happy and enjoying life? Am I falling into depression too often? Am I falling into this uncomfortable feeling all of a sudden, even if I am in a group or if I am by myself? I was okay, and all of a sudden, I'm not feeling well. I am feeling like I just want to go to bed and I don't want to talk to anybody else. Am I uncomfortable with long-term relationships? Doesn't have to be just your couple, but it could be friends or any other thing. Am I having trouble forgiving other people when they have hurt me? Am I having trouble with loving even myself, loving who I am, accepting who I am? If your answer was yes to any of these questions, um, we may need to have a close talk. You may be thinking, some of you, well, what a scam. Obviously, everyone is going to answer yes to those questions. Well, let me tell you something. Not everyone. If it's true that most people will, that doesn't mean that everyone will. Um, there are many people out there that they would say yes to maybe one or two, but to most of these questions, they would say no. What is the difference? Well, these few people, as I mentioned before, have gone through this conscious and intentional process of um, liberating and making themselves free from these ghosts. Other, they have just left it behind and they are just working with the results of not doing something about it. So it's up to you to decide. Do you want to be part of that majority of people that are living with their ghosts without knowing what to do and how to get rid of them? Or do you want to be part of this minority that seem to be happy all the time and everything seems to work out perfectly? Their marriage seems to be perfect and everything seems to be okay. Even if I know them closely, it's not like I know them through social media and obviously everyone looks happy and everyone shows the best through social media. No, they are my neighbors, they are my friends, and I just see them that they are so fully enjoying life. You decide which group you're going to be part of. And then, well, finally, to end my video, I wanted to give you an example of one of my childhood ghosts. This one particularly It's one that I already overcame, and I call it the ghost of rain. And yes, I give my ghosts names, and that is because it helps me, and I think is something that is very similar for every person. It helps us to focus better when we are fighting against something that has a name and has sort of, to say, like a personality, or something that we can focus on better than if we are fighting against an idea or something that is not um, concrete. Better something that we can call by name. So the ghost of rain, I noticed being an adult that every time that the weather would turn gray and it would start to rain, I would become depressed. I would like to go to bed, not talk to anybody. I didn't want to even hear the sound of rain on the roof. Um, it took me years to realize it was actually that. Then it came the time when I said, well, that's because rainy days are sad. That's normal for everyone. But being honest, my depression was above normal, and it was every time. I became with a really bad mood. I was mistreating the people around me that I loved, to the point that they knew it's raining, don't talk to him. That was not normal. Um, I decided I need to do something about this. I went through three steps that I won't get into details today because we don't have the time. But the first thing I did is, obviously, I accepted there's something wrong. There's a ghost that I need to deal with. There's a ghost that I need to exercise. How do I do this? Who is going to help me? And then that takes me to the second step. I found someone that what I could call my priest, but someone that could help me deal with this, someone that could give me good advice, someone that would give me the first thing that I needed, an honest and worried ear, somebody that will really care about me. Uh, I started developing a plan with, actually was more than one person, but we started developing a plan, and once we find something that could work for me, then the third thing that I did was face that ghost, the ghost of rain. I started doing what I had to do. I started implementing my plan. It was hurtful. It took time. It took pain. It took a lot of honest conversations, a lot of shame on my side because I had to open up and say things that up to this point I had kept for myself because they were embarrassing, because they were hard to say, they were hard to relieve, um, because in the process of talking, I felt like I was living those experiences again. So it took a lot from me, but I finally decided that I had to do it. This was not an easy process. It was really painful. But you know what? This is what I thought. It is not going to be worse than living with this ghost, controlling my life, controlling my emotions every time that nature decides it's a good day for a good rain. So I went through the process, and I can say that I was finally free of it after over a year fighting this ghost. Um, am I saying that you will be 100% free of that ghost? Well, it's not like in the movies that they show you that after this ex-possessed person is living their new life, oh, everything is perfect. That's not what happens. As human beings, we never forget the pain. We never forget the bad experiences that we've had. However, there's a difference now. Now this trauma, this ghost is not controlling you. Now you are the one who is in control. Yes, you will remember everything that happened and all the pain, but you will be in control of how to feel. You will be in control of what to do, and when to say stop to depression the way I was able to do it. Every time that it rains now, what I do is I am able to go out. Sometimes I get a beautiful shower outside, and sometimes I just decide to sit down and enjoy the beauty of such a beautiful process, which is rain. I wasn't able to do that before. So the decision finally is yours. But what I can assure, what I can tell you is there's no way that you can be free if you don't do something about it. If you don't plan, if you don't look for somebody to help you, if you don't face your ghosts. Guys, and this time cannot be avoided. I have to make a small disclaimer. Uh, right now, I am not promising with my channel that I am the guru that is offering the solution for all your traumas, for all your ghosts. That is not real, but because in fact, I myself am still fighting with some ghosts that I need to take out. So what I am promising right now is that I can offer an honest ear. I can offer a little bit of help after many years of study and many years of practicing, many years of dealing with these ghosts. I studied in Havana Theological Baptist Seminary for a few years, and I've been a youth leader for many years as well. I've been a marriage counselor. So I have my experience dealing with this type of ghost. That's what I can offer. Solutions, decisions, those are on your hands. But my help, you can count on it. Now, what my experience tells me after the years of doing this, yes, it is possible. It is possible to be free from those ghosts that are whispering on your ear that there's no solution for you, there's no cure, that they belong to you, you belong to them. That's the way you are, that's the way you were born. What are you looking for? It's impossible, it's too late. You know what? Those are all elaborated lies that they know how to tell you so that you believe them. But in fact, that's what they are, lies. You can be free. You can be completely happy, enjoying a life free of many of them. Yes, we are going to die one day and we will still have some ghosts. That doesn't mean that we are confined and that we are condemned to live with all of them. No, that is a lie. Well, guys, that was it for today. I hope that I was really able to turn on or fire up at least a small flame of hope in you. If that was the case, please, you know what to do when you find a video on YouTube that you have liked. That's very common right now. Give me thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this to get to you. And also, you can activate the notification bell that will tell you, hey, Mr. Diaz just uploaded a video. See you next time. And remember, talk to Mr. Diaz so that we can figure out and take all of our ghosts out.